Dear Pearl Jam, I first saw you guys at the off-ramp opening for Alice in Chains in February of '91, before 10 was even recorded. It was the raddest thing I'd ever seen. Those early albums were my teenage years. I have the chorus, the elderly woman behind the counter in a small town, tattooed on my forearm. Hearts and thoughts, they fade away. I met my wife at one of the Memorial Stadium shows in '98. 5 years later, our first dance at the wedding was to Thin Air. We named our first kid Vetter and the second one Gossard. The family's dog name is Eddie. As the years passed, I grew up. I replaced some of the flannel in my closet with business suits. At least they come in plaid. I cut my hair. I got a boring tech job to pay the bills and to procure the occasional piece of PJ memorabilia like an unwashed Rasta cap worn by Jeff Ament, and moved from the city to Bellevue. But I've hung on to your music along with my nipple piercing as the last vestige of overly idealized 90s dreams of rebellion and never-ending youth. So in January, my old pit buddy Johnny texted me new spring PJ tour while I was scanning through another soulless line of corporate commercial code. I immediately rushed to Porch on the PJ message boards to scope the dates. 2 shows in Chicago and New York, expected. 2 nights in Philly, okay. Stops in Hampton, Virginia, and Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, sure. Whatever. As my eyes scrolled down the list of dates, though, my brain screamed at the ferocity that would put Eddie's even flow vocals to shame. Where is the Seattle show? I wish I could say I was surprised, but at this point, I'm not. Why doesn't Seattle's greatest living band, the one that best represents the soul of the city and its grunge boom, ever play Seattle anymore?
Why?
Since 2005, you've played 3 Seattle shows. 2 nights at Key Arena in 2009 and another one there in 2013. That's insane, especially considering the fact that you hit the road every year. By this tour's end, you will have played Philadelphia 3 times as often as your hometown in the last decade.
Wow. Mind-boggling.
As a Seattle fan, I feel more neglected in my VH copy of Singles. That's so true, man. More neglected in my VHS copy of Singles. The other Seattle bands I grew up with are at least trying. Soundgarden has managed to play 3 shows over that time, and the band was broken up from '97 to 2010. There's even been a pseudo-Nirvana show, thanks to their surviving members playing with Paul McCartney at Safeco Field in 2013.
Yeah.
We need PJ, and no, seeing Mike McCready play the Star Spangled Banner before yet another sporting event doesn't count.
Agreed.
Agreed.
We appreciate it, but
So what's the issue? You think we've grown sick of you? Have you soured on Key Arena and don't want to play anywhere smaller? Is Howard Schultz a fan, and this is your way to stick it to him for selling the Sonics?
Howard Schultz sucks.
Yeah, we all hate him.
Starbucks
And
sucks.
screw that anyways. Has Amazon priced you out of the city too? I'm grasping at straws here. It's not like you're not around. I saw Eddie vaping at the Sleater Kenny reunion show at the Showbox. He's here.
He's in town.
Sting, man. He just went to Sting last night. But I didn't bring PJ. How awesome would it be if you all just committed to an annual weekend of Seattle concerts? Not only would it show some hometown love, but it could essentially become a national gathering for us aging Pearl Jam fans to connect and celebrate the camaraderie that your music creates. Boom, yeah. My wife's got me doing yoga, so I might be limber enough to still go into the pit for a song or two, if they have a pit. Hell, Dave Matthews Band plays the Gorge every Labor Day weekend. And I don't even think anyone around here who thinks Matthews is a local, despite his Seattle residence. He's not a part of the city's soul. You guys are. And on a personal level, my kids are now old enough, Vetter and Gossard, to finally get into Pearl Jam. My CDs now mysteriously go missing for weeks. I can hear Amit and Cameron's rhythms pulsing from behind the little nonconformist bedroom doors while they slam into the walls. The thing I've been holding on to from my youth has now become theirs too. But they've been bugging me about when did they get to see their favorite band for the first time. And man, what should I tell them? Keep on rocking in the free world. Jeremy Betterman.
Betterman.